What's going on, guys, and welcome to another video. We'll be doing our first FIFA 22 video of the year. It's going to be a player review on none other than 87 rated Marquinhos. Obviously had a pretty decent upgrade from last year's card. He's 87 rated with 81 pace, 89 defending and 81 physical. He's also got 75 passing and 74 dribbling, which for a defender is honestly very good. He's also got the high defensive work rate, which obviously for a defender is very important. 6 foot, so he's not incredibly tall, but he's also not small. He's decent height, but he has that 92 jumping, which kind of cancels it out. Great defending, really solid physicals, other than strength only being 78, but we'll see how important that is when we play with him. But other than that, he looks really good dribbling, solid passing, obviously actually really good passing, with 84 short passing and 85 long passing. Pace wise, also looking incredible with 81 and 81 in both respective categories. Player traits don't really matter too much in a defender. Obviously I've never played a game with him before, so this will be my genuine first reactions and first impressions on how good this card is in game. Hopefully he's very good. Currently on the PlayStation market, he will cost you 70,000 coins, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, but obviously this is in early access, so if you watch this in a week's time, he might be 80, 90, 100,000 coins. And on Xbox, he's going to cost you 65,000 coins. And if you're on PC, he'll cost you around 80,000 coins. So there isn't much of a difference between all the different consoles. Obviously, a big difference between PC, but between PlayStation and Xbox, he's fairly similar in terms of price. And we'll see if he's really worth that much. Marquinhos reads it, but then doesn't win the ball, and they score from that. It's a little bit dodgy there by Marquinhos. I read it and I get the ball, but then he lets it straight away go to the opposition. So the first 4 minutes of the game, and that's what he does. It's not looking great for him at the moment. You saw that, guys. What is Marquinhos doing there? I'm being genuinely serious. What the fuck is Marquinhos doing there? He tries to defend it and misses the ball. Right, guys, it's the first 26 minutes. Sometimes it takes a while to get used to a player, but the first 26 minutes I've conceded 3 goals, and Marquinhos has not done great. I'm gonna be real with you, boys. I don't think he's been great. Oh, that was great by Marquinhos. Great tackle there. No messing about there at all. Keep wanting to do. Oh, that was great by Marquinhos. That was great by Marquinhos too. 2 really good and important interceptions and tackles there by Marquinhos at the end of the game. Marquinhos in the first game was questionable. It's probably the best way to put it. In the first half, he was completely and utterly crap. He was out of the 3 goals that conceded, I'd say 2 of them was his fault. But in the second half, he felt more composed. He felt better. Maybe that was me. Maybe I just was, feeling him out, getting used to him. Because you got to realize it's the first time I've ever used Marquinhos. So maybe it's a little bit me. Maybe I haven't, fully got used to the way he plays or whatever. But in that second half, he was solid. That was really weird by Navas. I meant to throw it longer, but he just went for the weirdest close throwing ever. But Marquinhos made sure that nothing bad came from it. That was really good by Marquinhos there. Well intercepted, and really good pass afterwards to take it through to the attack. That was great by Marquinhos there. If he didn't stop that player and dispossess him, that would have been a goal. He ran, got the dispossess, and then I think after that, I think it went to Hernandez and he cleaned it up. But Marquinhos there, the way that recovery pace he had was incredible. Marquinhos, nice ball. Great tackle there by Marquinhos. Really nice there by Marquinhos. Oh, it's incredible by Marquinhos. I'll tell you what, Marquinhos has had a massive improvement. From the first game to the second game. Even the first half of the first game. After that, he's been incredible. Again, incredible by Marquinhos. Really good there by Marquinhos, and it's helped me get on the counter. But when you've got a Dammer, it's hard to get past him. Again, Marquinhos has been absolutely great. Defended like an absolute boss in the second half of the first game and the whole of the second game so far. Really nice by there by Marquinhos to intercept that again. You know what is with Marquinhos? I think his interceptions are incredible. And his passing is really good for a centre-back, like very good. And I've got him linked up with Koulibaly. So having those two together is like a perfect combination. Because you've got one guy that's like, intercepts and let's go with final squad. You've got one guy that kind of intercepts and plays out from the back. And then you've got the other guy that's just bang, bish, bash, just kind of just bodies players. So I feel like if you have Marquinhos, he's a very good centre-back. But he's a very good centre-back linked up with, like a Van Dijk or a Koulibaly or a Varane. Someone that's a bit more bigger and stronger and will bring some physicality to his game. Oh my god, that's incredible. That was incredible. That was poor by me. I don't know what the fuck I was doing there. And that's incredible again by Marquinhos. That pass, I don't really think it was his fault. I feel like it was more my fault for just making a stupid pass. But both of those tackles and interceptions there, made a really good tackle and then a really good interception. Marquinhos has really impressed me, I'm not going to lie. Again, really good there by Marquinhos. So we played 2 games there with Marquinhos. And in those 2 games, he was really good. Obviously, as you guys know, for the first half of the first game, he was very shaky. But I think it was also me kind of getting used to him and getting used to the way he played. But in the second game and the second half of the first game, he was absolutely boss. Did what I asked him to do. Defensively, one thing I can definitely tell is his interceptions and his defensive awareness were quality. He's always in the right place and always intercepting the ball. And his passing, you can definitely tell that. Every time I made him, asked him to make a pass, he made the pass great. I think the only time I remember where he didn't make the pass was where my opponent was pressing and I made a stupid pass. But to be honest, I think it was more my fault than his fault. But his passing was quality. Defensively was also quality. In the first half of the first game, I was kind of worried that he wasn't going to be great. But I think that was probably a little bit of me just getting used to him and maybe just him having a bad first half of the first game. Some players have bad halves and bad games sometimes. But other than those 2 or 3 goals that he conceded, he was quality for me. And obviously for 70k currently on the market, I would say he's value for money. He's going to offer you a defender that can defend but also play out from the back. He's comfortable on the ball, but he's got great recovery pace. In some of those clips that you'll see, or you've already seen, he was flying, was catching up with Timo Werner, was catching up with some of the fastest attackers in the game, and just he was honestly quality. And for the money, I'd say 70,000 coins I think is probably going to rise probably to 80, 90, 100,000 coins by release. So for 70,000 coins, I'd give him probably a 9.5 out of 10 for value for money. I think 70,000 coins for this guy is great, but I'm going to put an asterisk over that if you pair him with a defender like a Koulibaly. Because if you pair up Marquinhos with a Koundé or a Alaba, he's probably not going to be that great because they're very similar players. Marquinhos is a player that he's not the strongest, but he intercepts the ball, he plays out from the back, he's quick, he's that type of player. So the best pairing with him is a Van Dijk or a Koulibaly or a Varane or maybe even a Skriniar. Someone that's a bit more physical and just can just shoulder barge players. Someone that can, if Marquinhos struggles in terms of physically, you've got someone that can kind of bail him out. But Marquinhos is top quality for the money, so I'd say 9.5 for value for money. In terms of enjoyment out of the card, I think it's hard to give an enjoyment rating out from a centre back, because what enjoyment did you get out of a centre back? I don't know. I'd give him a 8 out of 10 for enjoyment. I don't really know what I can say about that. He was enjoyable to defend, I guess. Obviously the first half he wasn't, but he really proved me wrong. In terms of overall rating, I'd give him a 9. No, I'd give him a 9.5 out of 10. I'd give him a 9.5 out of 10 for overall rating. I think he's a quality centre back, and for 70,000 coins, I genuinely think you can't go wrong. And also, he's got great links because he's Brazilian and he plays for PSG. When you're Brazilian, you've got incredible links. Obviously, Alan, Neymar, Fernandinho, Fabinho, Casemiro, Eder Militao, Alisson, Edison. He links to basically everyone in the game, every usable player in the game. And also, with being from PSG, he's got Navas, Donnarumma, Hakimi, Wijnaldum, Neymar, Messi, Mbappe. He links to everyone. He's a very good player and has great links. So I'd say a 9.5 out of 10 for overall rating. I recommend him. If you can afford him, get him, because he's probably going to go up in value by the time the game goes into full release. Thumbs up from me.